Yo, legends! Buckle up because we've got a rapid-fire update that's shaking up the world stage. First up, the military-led nations of Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger have officially announced their withdrawal from the International Criminal Court, calling it a neo-colonialist tool. This is a massive statement from these three West African nations, signaling a major shift in their international alliances and their stance on global justice. And speaking of the International Criminal Court, get this. Former Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte is now facing allegations of involvement in at least 76 killings. The ICC has revealed the details of these serious crimes against humanity charges, painting a grim picture of his time in power. This is all happening as Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger forge new paths, even forming their own alliance and strengthening ties with Russia. They've moved away from regional blocs and Western powers, seeking to establish their own justice mechanisms. It's a bold move that redefines the geopolitical landscape in the Sahel region. And we're also seeing the fallout from these major international legal battles. The ICC's actions against Duterte and the departures from the court by these African nations are creating waves of discussion and debate worldwide. Stick around, legends, because we're breaking it all down. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. West African nations reject global justice system. Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, three West African nations under military rule, have delivered a stunning blow to international law by announcing their immediate withdrawal from the International Criminal Court. In a joint statement, they condemned the ICC as a neo-colonialist tool, marking a significant diplomatic upheaval in the Sahel region, which has seen 8 coups between 2020 and 2023. This move follows their earlier separation from the West African regional bloc ECOWAS and the formation of the Sahel State-State Alliance, signaling a clear pivot towards Russia and away from Western partnerships. For over 2 decades, these nations were members of the ICC, but they now claim the court is incapable of fairly prosecuting war crimes, crimes against humanity, aggression, and genocide, though they provided no specific examples of such failures. The region itself is grappling with intense Islamist militant violence, and both militants and national forces have faced accusations of severe human rights abuses, including alleged war crimes by Malian forces. The ICC has had ongoing investigations in Mali since 2013, focusing on alleged war crimes in its northern regions. But as these nations chart a new course, the ICC is making its own headlines with serious allegations against a former head of state. Stay tuned as we uncover the shocking charges against Rodrigo Duterte. Duterte linked to 76 killings, ICC alleges. Former Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte is now at the center of a major international legal storm, with the International Criminal Court revealing allegations of his involvement in at least 76 killings. These charges of crimes against humanity detail a grim pattern of violence spanning his time as mayor of Davao City and his presidency. Prosecutors have submitted a charge sheet alleging Duterte instructed and authorized violent acts, including murder to be committed against alleged criminals, including alleged drug dealers and users. The accusations include victims killed while Duterte was mayor between 2013 and 2016, targeted killings during his presidency from 2016 to 2017, and a further 43 deaths during so-called clearance operations between 2016 and 2018. Despite consistently denying authorizing extrajudicial killings, Duterte openly threatened drug suspects and encouraged police to use lethal force. His arrest by Philippine authorities and current holding at an ICC facility in the Netherlands have ignited fierce debate, with supporters criticizing the current administration. A court hearing was postponed as judges consider arguments about his fitness to stand trial. While a former president faces grave accusations, other nations are making bold statements about their sovereignty and their relationship with global courts. We're talking about major shifts in Africa's geopolitical landscape. Sahel Trio dumps ICC, cites bias. In a coordinated move that signals a significant challenge to international judicial authority, Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger have declared their immediate withdrawal from the International Criminal Court. labeling the ICC an instrument of neo-colonialist repression. These three military-led Sahel nations issued a joint statement asserting they would no longer recognize the Hague-based court's jurisdiction. They claim the ICC has proven incapable of impartially prosecuting major international crimes, echoing sentiments of anti-African bias previously voiced by leaders like Rwanda's Paul Kagame. This criticism stems from the fact that out of 33 ICC cases since its inception in 2002, all but one have involved an African country. The withdrawal process officially takes effect 1 year after UN notification, but the symbolic impact is immediate. These nations, now forming the Confederation of Sahel States, have also withdrawn from the regional bloc ECOWAS and are strengthening ties with Russia, increasingly isolating themselves from Western influence. Their armies are currently engaged in intense counterinsurgency operations against al-Qaeda and Islamic State-linked groups, facing their own accusations of human rights abuses. As these African nations assert their independence from global legal bodies, another powerful figure is facing the full force of international justice. Get ready for the shocking details of the ICC's case against a former Philippine leader. Duterte's dark reign, 76 victims named in ICC charges. Serious allegations have surfaced from the International Criminal Court, detailing former Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte's alleged involvement in at least 76 killings. The ICC has revealed redacted charges outlining crimes against humanity, citing specific periods and victim counts during his time as mayor of Davao City and as president. The charges include 19 victims from 2013 to 2016 while he was mayor, 14 deaths from targeted killings between 2016 and 2017 as president, and an additional 43 individuals killed during clearance operations from 2016 to 2018. Prosecutors allege Duterte instructed and authorized violent acts, including murder against suspected criminals, particularly drug dealers and users. While Duterte consistently denied authorizing extrajudicial killings, he was known for his harsh rhetoric and encouragement of lethal force against drug suspects. His arrest and detention at an ICC facility have sparked significant political controversy within the Philippines, with his supporters disputing the court's jurisdiction. A crucial hearing to assess his fitness for trial has been postponed. From alleged mass killings to nations walking away from global courts, the world of international justice is more dramatic than ever. What's next on the agenda? We're about to find out. And that's a wrap on today's explosive news. We saw Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger exit the International Criminal Court, former President Duterte facing serious allegations from the ICC, and major geopolitical shifts in West Africa. What a ride! If you loved this breakdown, smash that like button, subscribe to Legends Nexus for more deep dives, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Also, drop a comment below and let us know your thoughts on these massive global events, and follow us on all social platforms for more exclusive content. We'll see you in the next video.